Okay, big news for Billy Crystal fans. He is back, but in a role we've never seen him in before.
What kind of bad things?
You know what you did. That's me. That's you. We're looking for our friend.
If we're connected, maybe I could save him.
That's a look at the new psychological thriller series Before that puts Emmy winner Billy Crystal in a dark place as he plays Eli, a child psychiatrist helping a young boy who has a connection to his past. All the while, Eli has to process the recent death of his wife, Lynn, who is played by Judith Light. And they both join us now. Billy, Judith, it's nice to have you both with us on the morning show.
Nice to see you.
Nice to see you. Good morning.
Billy, first off to you, what attracted you to this, to create this series and play the role of Eli?
It just, as actors, you want to just keep doing and stretching and finding new ways to test your talent and to grow your talent. So I love the complexity of the story and where, we could take Eli and everyone that sort of revolves around him and who he's dealing with. And to get a chance to work with Judith and Hope Davis and Rosie Perez and Robert Townsend and a special young man named Jacoby Jupe who plays my patient. It was thrilling.
And Judith, what was it like for you? What was it like to play Eli's deceased wife? Was it a lot of fun being able to haunt Billy?
I didn't feel that I was haunting him, which would have been mean-spirited, which I was not. And I like to ask the question, are we sure she's dead? So we really don't want to give away a lot before we move along through the entire series.
Well played, Mr. Bond.
Exactly.
It is obvious. We can see the chemistry between the two of you. Tell us, what was the energy like, the energy on the set?
Oh, it's just so what do you call it? Creamy?
It was creamy.
Creamy and dreamy.
Creamy good.
Yeah.
Because there's nothing that we have is easy.
Yeah.
And together we giggle, laugh, we joke. There's a looseness, there's a
delight.
And familiarity, even though we weren't familiar. You know what I mean? We just know each other. And she was like a guide for me. And we just kept thinking how honest we have to be in each moment. And we would have just long talks, sometimes not even about the scenes, but just about stuff. And that stuff we'd just use it in the work. And then it became, very personal, very sensitive moments, very heartfelt and heartbreaking, and spooky. There's a couple of good spooky moments too.
Yeah, and the sense of what we had to do that comes later in the show, that's to make sure that everybody watches it through to the end, because a lot of stuff gets revealed as you go on about Eli's transformation as a person, as a doctor, as a psychiatrist, that we had to be there for each other in a very profound and, as Billy said, a very complicated way. But because we have a shorthand and an understanding, there was an automatic safety for, I know, very much for me in the scenes that are upcoming later in the series.
All right, before we let you go, Billy, we know that you're a great host when it comes to award shows, but you were recently awarded yourself a place in the Basketball Hall of Fame. Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
It was just this, you get an honor for spending a lot of money on a team that hasn't won anything. So
that's your honor.
That's my honor. It was just a lovely ceremony with my friend Spike Lee and myself and Jack Nicholson, who unfortunately couldn't be there, and the great fan from the Toronto Raptors was there, and it was great to you know, just to be thought of in a different way and appreciated. And I said it was very important for me that I represent all the real super fans, and those are the parents and the people who save their money and buy tickets and support the teams and sit wherever they can to teach their kids and their grandkids eventually about the beauties of a great game and root for their home team or whoever they root for. Those are the real super fans. We're just on camera a lot.
And it doesn't matter whether it's like you're there, but it doesn't matter whether the team wins or loses.
And we lose a lot.
All right. Well, the two of you have certainly done a lot of winning along the way, in particular with this brand new series. Thank you both so much for the time. Appreciate it.
Thanks. Appreciate it.
Likewise. Thanks.
All right. You can watch new episodes of Before every Friday on Apple TV+.